Welcome to College Sport Check for Wednesday, the 9th of December. Scores and schedules. First, we're going to start with the scores, and we're going to update the school rankings. We made an error on Monday, so we have the new updated school rankings, and we'll take care of that today as well. It's all basketball this evening, so, as we always do, first, the scores. Scores from Monday: Purdue defeated IUPUI 80-53. Oklahoma over Villanova 78-55. Oregon over the Navy 67-47. Oklahoma, Villanova, and the Oregon Navy game part of the Pearl Harbor Invitational. Some other scores from Monday: Iowa State over Buffalo 84-63. Butler over VMI 93-66. Okay, Belmont defeats Lipscomb 93-84. Oakland over Binghamton 83-72. San Diego State over Biola 73-53. Georgetown over Brown 74-77. St. Francis defeats Cal State Northridge 65-61. Charleston over East Carolina 77-73. Howard defeats NC Central 71-69. USC over Idaho 74-55. Sacramento State defeats Incarnate Word 73-70. Kent State over NJIT 80-75. And NC-A&T defeats Maryland Eastern Shore 80-74. Presbyterian defeats Montreat 93-69. Norfolk over Copen State 88-56. Western Michigan over Northeastern 87-86. Bethune-Cookman over South Carolina State 69-54. Kennesaw State defeats Thomas, Georgia 69-59. And Iowa defeats Western Illinois 92-56. Scores from Tuesday as follows. Okay. Miami defeats Florida. Okay. 66-55. Xavier over Wright State 90-55. Syracuse defeats Colgate 78-71. Some other scores from Tuesday: the Army defeats Bryant 77-55. Mount St. Mary over Bucknell 81-73. Rutgers over Central Connecticut 75-59. Harvard defeating Boston University 75-69. Furman defeats Liberty 79-56. Central Florida over UMass 67-63. And New Hampshire defeating Worcester State 100-66. George Washington over Penn State 76-66. St. Joe's over Princeton 62-50. Eastern Michigan over Rochester, Michigan 86-58. Chattanooga defeats Tennessee Wesleyan 91-63. And the Kootenai defeats UMBC 89-70. Northern Iowa over George Mason 73-65. St. Bonaventure defeats Vermont 80-68. Citadel over Verheerles 89-85. Wagner defeats Ryder 65-64. Georgia over Winthrop 74-64. New Hampshire defeats Worcester State 100-66. All right, some other scores from Tuesday. All right, Northwestern State, Baylor defeats Northwestern State 75-62. SMU defeats Michigan 85-58. Gonzaga over Montana 61-58. Ohio State over the Air Force 74-50. Bowling Green defeats Southeast Missouri State 79-52. Texas Arlington defeating Bradley 97-61. Arkansas over Evans 89-76. Stephen F. Austin over Henderson State 87-54. Tulsa over Iona 90-81. Louisiana Tech over LSU Shreveport 89-49. Marquette over San Jose State 80-62. South Dakota State defeats Minnesota 84-70. Notre Dame defeats Stony Brook 86-61. Towson over Loyola Maryland 65-54. South Dakota defeating UMKC 79-70. Texas defeats UT San Antonio 116 to 50. South Dakota over UKMC 79-70. Hawaii over Hilo 86-67. Idaho State defeats Portland 66-65. Washington defeats TCU 92-67. And that brings us to Wednesday. Okay, well, there's no games on Wednesday just yet, but I'll give you the schedule for that as well. And of course, it was the Jimmy V Invitational last night down at Madison Square Garden. So here's the schedule for Wednesday night. Okay, the College Sport Check Notables. It's Kentucky and Eastern Kentucky, 7 o'clock on ESPN2. Also at 7 o'clock, there's 4 games altogether. Let's see, there's Providence and Boston College, okay, Fox Sports 1, Purdue and Howard, ESPNU, and also Michigan State and Maryland Eastern Shore on the Big Ten Network. Those games are for 7 o'clock. Kansas and Holy Cross at 8 o'clock, ESPN 3. The Vanderbilt Commodores and the Dayton Flyers, 9 o'clock, ESPNU. And then Arizona and Fresno, 9 p.m. on Pac-12. Some other games to look out for. There is the Kansas and Holy Cross at 7 o'clock on ESPN College Extra. And then it's Copen State and Kansas State, 8 o'clock on ESPN College Extra as well. Tennessee Martin and Texas Tech, 9 p.m. on Fox Sports Net. St. John's and Niagara at 5 o'clock on Fox Sports 1. So that game is on the way right now, actually. So check that out if you're home at the moment. Drake and DePaul, 8 o'clock ESPN 3. Creighton and Nebraska, 8 o'clock CBS Sports Network. California and let's see. One other game for 8 o'clock, Missouri and Omaha on the SEC Network. And one other game at 7, I gave that, Kentucky, East Kentucky, already gave that. California Anchored at Word at 11 o'clock, and that's on the Pac-12 Network. Let's see, Thursday, I got Troy and Seton Hall, 8 o'clock Fox Sports 1. Friday, still working on. Got some games for Saturday, if you want to go over the Saturday scores real quick. 12 o'clock p.m., 12 noon on Saturday, it's Providence and Bryant on Fox Sports 1, Purdue and VSU, ESPN 3, and those two games are at 12 noon. 2 o'clock on Saturday, it's Oklahoma and Oral Roberts on Fox Sports Network, and Louisville, Eastern Michigan on ESPN College Extra. Those two games at 2 o'clock, and then at 2:30, Butler and Tennessee on Fox Sports 1 for the Volunteer fans, and Kentucky, Arizona State at 3:15, ESPN. Wichita State and Utah 3:30, ESPN 2. Maryland and Maryland Eastern Shore 4:15 on the Big Ten Network. Texas and North Carolina 5:15, ESPN. Xavier and Cincinnati 5:30 on Fox. Okay, at the Big Fox. Michigan State and Florida go at it at 6 o'clock on ESPN 2. Boise State and Oregon 7 o'clock CBS Sports Network. Kansas and Oregon State 8 o'clock ESPN 2. And then Gonzaga and UCLA, 10 p.m. ESPN2. And we'll be back on Friday. Okay, so let you know about that. All right, so what happened was College Sport Check gave the school rankings, but that was from last week. And it was actually my fault. Because college, it's basketball, you gotta wait till Monday to get it updated. And I was writing the list out on Sunday night. So here's the updated school rankings for college basketball, top 25. Okay, so first place now is Michigan State, second place Kansas, third place North Carolina, fourth is Iowa State, Kentucky in fifth, sixth place is Maryland, seventh place Oklahoma, eighth place Duke, ninth place Villanova, 10th place Virginia, 11th is Purdue, 12th is Xavier, 13th Arizona, 14th West Virginia, 15th is Providence, 16th Baylor, Miami sits in 17th, Butler is 18th, 19th is SMU, 20th is Gonzaga, 21st Vanderbilt, 22nd Louisville, 23rd Cincinnati, Oregon sits in 24th, and in 25th place is Utah. Now, Michigan State climbed from third place up to first, Kansas climbed from fourth to second, and North Carolina climbed from ninth up to third. Iowa State climbed from 5th to 4th, and Kentucky from 1st down to 5th. Maryland drops down from 2nd down to 6th. Oklahoma drops from 6th to 7th. Duke drops from 7th to 8th. Villanova drops from 8th down to 9th. Virginia, no change for Virginia. Here's a couple of big jumps in positive direction. Arizona, who in 13th place, climbed up from 19th. And then you have West Virginia that climbed from 20th to 14th. And then 15th place, Providence, which climbed up from 23rd. Baylor climbed from 25th up to 16th. Miami, 21st up to 17th. Now, Butler was not ranked last week, and they climbed up into 18th place. SMU climbed up from 22nd up to 19th. And Gonzaga dropped from 13th down to 20th. Vanderbilt dropped from 16th down to 21st. Louisville climbed from 24th up to 22nd. Cincinnati and Oregon. Cincinnati drops from 17th down to 23rd. And Oregon drops from 15th down to 24th. And Utah, not ranked last week, climbs into the top 25 in 25th place. All right, so that's going to do it for today. Mostly basketball. College football comes back on the 19th as the bowl games start. So we'll make College Sport Check will make sure to get you informed. That's really the only purpose, to inform everybody on where to watch all the games and, of course, the scores. From New York, this is Manny Allegretta. Have a good night, and this has been College Sport Check.
That's it, sports fans. Thanks for watching, and good night.